of the works of this true peacemaker, a true son who was proud of his lineage, continued to sound very, very Ghanaian despite his international exposure over the years. And throughout the day today, the Deputy Minister for Aviation has just arrived at the Accra International Conference Center to pay his last respects to the man who believed in building good governance for Ghana, for Africa, and for the rest of the world. He said we need to keep hope alive and strive to do better. The Deputy Minister for Aviation filing past the remains of the late Kofi Annan. Inasmuch as Kofi Annan's role at the UN was touted as one very successful career, it was also hit by several challenges that included challenges that Rwanda faced, the challenges in Bosnia, the challenges in Srebrenica. But through it all, this man stayed on. We have religious leaders also coming through to pay their respects to the man Kofi Annan. And here at the Accra International Conference Center, we will be seeing many more dignitaries today. When his body arrived on Monday at the Kotoka International Airport, as tradition demands, libation was poured and prayers were said. And we have members of the clergy praying for the soul of the late Kofi Annan. And they celebrate this man with songs of praise, with prayers, as he journeys into the world of the dead. Mr. Kofi Annan's career at the UN began in 1962 when he joined as an administrative and budget officer. The Immigration Service, officials of the Immigration Service have just arrived to pay their respects to the global statesman and icon, the Ghana Immigration Service, well represented with key officials of the service and personnel to pay their respects. Kofi Annan's commitment to ensuring peace around the world remains uncontested. With all the difficulties he faced in the bid to manage the Security Council in very difficult moments during the Iraqi war, the Rwandan genocide, the massacre in Srebrenica, Ghana Immigration Service, honoring the man who continues to be a legacy for many young people in Africa. And Mr. Kofi Annan indeed believed in promoting youth leadership and involving the youth in strengthening the political will of Africa. He was a man who believed that Africa's economies could do better, and he therefore urged African leaders to have the political will to push through with the democratic ideals and principles of rule of law. Ghana has begun a state funeral in honor of the late Kofi Annan, and today marks the final day for the filing past the remains of the Nobel Prize winner, who focused on perfecting the pursuance of peace and security around the world, a cause he committed his life to whilst he was Secretary General of the UN and even after. We are live on GTV Gabon, GBC 24, and GTV Live. This is GBC's coverage of the 3-day state funeral in honor of the late 7th UN Secretary General, a former Chancellor of the University of Ghana, and the former Chairman and founder of the Kofi Annan Foundation, as well as the former Chancellor of the University of Ghana. And diplomats from various countries continue to pay their respects to him as he makes his final journey. Former Finance Minister Mr. Tekwe also here to pay his last respects to Kofi Annan. The casket carrying his remains arrived in Ghana on Monday, accompanied by his wife and 3 children and grandchildren, and was received by the government of Ghana. Former Finance Minister Mr. Tekwe paying his respects. The body of the late Kofi Annan was received by the government of Ghana, led by His Excellency the President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, the Vice President Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, the First Lady Rebecca Akufo-Addo, and the Speaker of Parliament. And talking about Parliament, we are expecting the full House of Parliament, led by the Speaker, to pay their last respects to the late Kofi Annan. Both sides of the House, led by the leader for majority and the leader for minority, will be in the foyer today. And the gates of the AICC has been open since morning to enable dignitaries to file past. And of course, Honorable Adukufor just arriving to pay his last respects. Okay. Center, where the 3-day state funeral for the late Kofi Annan has begun in earnest. We have seen several dignitaries, Justice on Short, former boss of Strash, just filing past the body. We have several dignitaries also filing past the of the late Kofi Annan. Kofi Annan passed on the 18th of August following a short illness in Bern. He is succeeded by his wife Annan and 3 children. And I have joining me for commentary Maurice Malbe, who will be providing commentary in French. Thank you very much for joining me, Maurice. See Morris. And of course, I try. You're still live on Ghana Television, GTV, GTV Live, GTV Govern, and GBC 24.